Kristiansand Cannon Museum is a museum at Movik, 8 kilometers west of the town centre of Kristiansand, Norway. The museum has collected authentic equipment from a former military installation. The name, the coastal artillery fortress, was named Battery Vara by the Germans when it was built by the German Wehrmacht during World War II. It was named after Major General Felix Vara, who was killed off Alderney in the English Channel on 3 November 1941. After the war, the Norwegian defense named it Movik Fort. History. The fort was constructed between 1941 and 1944 by the German Navy. Together with 4 other coastal batteries, it formed a part of the Kristiansand Artillery Group, together with its sister battery at Hanstholm in Denmark. Movik Fort was built to obstruct Allied naval forces by blocking the Skagerrak Strait and the seaways to eastern Norway, the Kattegat Bay, the Baltic Sea and the Baltic region for the Allied naval forces. Only a field 10 nautical miles wide in the Skagerrak could not be covered by the guns of these facilities. This field was therefore mined. Adolf Hitler worked personally for the barrier strategy, and the decision about the fortress in Hanstholm was made in May 1940. In May 1941, 2 of the guns in Hanstholm were in place, and on the Norwegian side preparatory work started. For a few years after the war, Movik Fort was an operating Norwegian fortress. In 1953 it became part of Kristiansand Fortress. On April 20, 1959 the fort was closed and 2 of the guns and the foundations of the 4th were scrapped. The museum. The fortress had 4 gun positions, of which one of the guns is still intact. There are empty gun emplacements and an empty casemate. The 38 cm caliber gun is one of the largest in the world. The barrel alone weighs 110 tons, measures almost 20 meters in length and has a range of up to 55 kilometers. In the museum, this historic site can be experienced by following the Fortress Trail, a walk to places and buildings which tell of everyday life in a fortress and national military events. After extensive renovation work in the late 1980s and early 1990s by local armed forces and the foundation Kristiansand Cannon Museum Movik, a part of the fort was opened to the public in 1993. Efforts to restore the 600mm narrow-gauge funicular railway who once transported the heavy shells are well underway. The Kristiansand Cannon Museum is run today by the foundation Kristiansand Cannon Museum Movik and administered by the Nationale Festningsverk. The gun at the fort is one of the largest remaining land-based guns in the world.